system is inviting members of the community, parents, educators, stakeholders to participate in town hall setting meetings led by Superintendent Lamont Cole to discuss the district's realignment plans. And joining me now to talk more about this is Cole himself and board member Emily Soule. Good morning. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So I have to ask, first, why did you guys decide to do like the sit-down conversation? You guys have 3 dates, which we'll talk later about, but why did you decide this was the best method for discussing future plans?
Well, I think the best way to make decisions that are going to impact students is to have a conversation with their parents, their families, and stakeholders. Most of the individuals who are going to be impacted need to have a seat at the table and engage in conversations with us around first how we're going about doing this and why we're going about doing this, in an effort to better understand what the outcomes are going to look like. Because our focus is to put our students in a better academic position so they can get a better education. Students first, and so we have to always make our decisions about our students to put them in the best position possible.
Now, I know you're looking at the individual schools' performances, but overall for a district, you're looking to take the district from a C rating to a B rating. Talk about that.
Well, here's the reality. We know our students can perform at high levels if given the right supports. For far too long, we've not been supportive in terms of how we provide professional development for our teachers so that they can go in the classroom and do the best job possible for our students. And so we were trying to change that. We're being aggressive about professional development, and we're also targeting students we know who need more help, time on task, extending some of the learning opportunities for them, being more strategic about what we're providing in terms of education and adhering to standards that we know are coming from Louisiana State Department of Education, and making sure that we have a clear path towards success. Some kids are performing below grade level, some people are at grade level. We want to make sure all students are growing. No matter where they start, when they end, they've grown some. And so our job is to make sure all of our teachers and faculty members and staff members understand what the goals are. The district is a 70.1 right now, 75 is a B. So we've launched Project 75 in our efforts to set a goal. Our board members are aware, community members are aware, and we're working the plan in order to get there. Ultimately, we want to be an A district. And the realignment process that we are going through is going to help and contribute to us being an A district ultimately.
Now, Emily, I have to ask, talk about the importance of just having that open communication and transparency with not only the board members and the educators, but the families in the community.
Yeah, great question. So I'm the newest board member. I came on a year ago in April, and I am a parent in EBR. And coming onto the board, I have gotten to see so many of the great things happening in EBR schools that I was not aware of, being just a parent in the system. And so one of our goals is to continue to let the community see, like, hey, there are really great things happening and we can make it better. We can give all of the kids a chance to be in really good schools in EBR. And so that's what the alignment process is about.
Now, both of you are fairly new to the leadership roles in the district. Now, talk about the importance of, reassuring parents. A lot of changes, people have emotional ties to some of these schools. That's right. And, just to reassure them that you guys want what's best. And there are a lot of changes, but a lot of positive changes. Just kind of give that reassurance for families when it comes to, I know we've been talking about closures and things of that nature.
What we know is there are students who are sitting in seats in brand new facilities with great teachers receiving a great education.
Yes.
But there are also some students who are not receiving the same. Don't our students deserve, all of our students deserve to sit in good facilities with great teachers receiving an outstanding world-class education? We know all of our students who live in this city deserve to have the same. And right now they don't. And so it's incumbent upon us to put them first, to think about how can we make that happen sooner rather than later. For far too long, we've allowed so many of our families in our community to be in bad situations, to be in old facilities. We still have facilities in our school system that were built in 1942. It's unacceptable. And the maintenance and the upgrades and the upkeep hasn't been done to the extent that our facilities are modern and our kids are receiving an education in a building that is safe or that they can feel good about, and we need to change that. So as much as I know families sometimes are connected to certain buildings, I myself grew up in this community, and went to schools that I'm somewhat connected to. But if I walk into a facility or a school where I attended and it's not acceptable for kids, we have to make a change. And that's the changes we're trying to make, because we have far too many buildings. At last count, I was looking at 19 of our facilities that are being underutilized, under capacity, under 50% occupancy. And we got to think about, what do we do when we see that, and how do we make the adjustment? How do we make the shift?
Absolutely. And the best way to be comfortable and to understand what's going on is to hear both sides. Again, we have 3 town hall meetings that are happening in March. Well, 2 in March, 1 in April. The first one is Wednesday, March 12th at 6 p.m. at Magnolia Woods Elementary School. And we will have all of this information if parents, educators, stakeholders, if you want to come out and learn more about what's going on. Stay right there. We'll be right back after the break. Lamont, Emily, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us.